Own a Chevy truck, you need to check your fuel pressure? Here you go. I'm gonna show you how to check the fuel pressure on one of these Vortec V8 engines, quick and easy. Trust me, I'm a mechanic.
Cateye, Chevrolet. So if we come right up in here, I just swapped the fuel pump out on this Vortec V8 engine, but you can see we got a fuel pressure gauge right here. And then if we come down right here, we see the fuel rail up here. Now it's gonna have this valve on there. It looks kind of like a bicycle valve. And what I want you to do is get one of these fuel pressure testers and you're gonna screw it on there, make sure it's nice and tight. So, come up here. There we go. We can see we got about 40 PSI. We should have about 50, 55, maybe even 60 PSI, you know, with the key in the accessory position, you know, with it running 50 to 55 PSI. If it's anything less, 40, 20, 30, something like that, you got problems and you need to fix them. So, causes a bad fuel pressure on these trucks. Number one cause is going to be a bad fuel pump. They're old, you know, 220,000 miles or whatever on the vehicle. Fuel pump's probably bad. You got to get a new one. Clogged fuel filter. If you got a 1999 to 2003, they had external fuel filters. This is a 2002. It has an external fuel filter. You're going to swap it out. Then your wiring can be bad under the fuse block where the connector goes to the bottom of the fuel pump relay. It can be burnt. You got to check that. The relay can be bad. Check that. Any other wiring? Oh, the ground on the side of the frame rail. Check that. That can be bad. And then if you got a 99 to a 2003, it can have, well, it will have an external fuel regulator right at the fuel rail. Those can be bad too. Any of those things or any combination of those things can cause you to have bad fuel pressure on these trucks. Oh, leaks. The hoses can leak, you know, they can get pinhole leaks. You can have O-ring leaks around where the fuel filter is. It's got two little O-rings on there. Those can leak too. All of that stuff, if you see leaks, if you see anything like that, you gotta get it fixed. But any of that stuff can cause you to have low fuel pressure on these trucks. It's normally electrical though. So we're gonna turn the key just like this to the accessory position. I can hear it pumping up. Come up here, and I bet you we'll have good fuel pressure now before we get it cranked. Yep, I can see it already. Yes, sir. A little over 50 PSI, just like that. Let's crank it up. There we go. We got a little less than 50 PSI. I mean, you know, it's good enough. 47, 50. If we give it some gas, it'll go up. I'll take it over here, press on the gas and see. But yeah, this is at idle, so you know, that's plenty, 47 PSI. Give it a little bit of gas. Let off. Give it a little more. Give it a little more. Let off. Give it a little more. Let off. All right, so you can see we're getting about 45 to 50. I'd like to see it higher. That fuel pressure regulator might be a little old, so you know, it might be a little weak. I'll show you a trick here. What you can do is, if you have the vacuum one, you can disconnect it. You see that fuel pressure will go up way high like that. It's almost 60. The vacuum assist, you put that back on there, pulls the vacuum on it, you can hear it change, drop back down to right where it wants it. But you know, it's pretty good. We could swap that out technically and get a little bit higher pressure, maybe a little different regulator, newer one. But this is gonna cut it. If this doesn't cause any problems with how it's running, then we should be in good shape. So when you get a kit you know, like this. It's gonna come with a gauge. This is typically the fitting you need for the Chevy Trucks. It's just the standard Schrader valve fitting, but it should have a bunch of different adapters and stuff in here. You know, this is a little drain. You can put it on there so the fuel doesn't make a mess. You press that button, drain out the gas out of the gauge before you put it back in the box. But you know, they come with all different kinds of fittings. I mean, you can get ones with crazy amounts of fittings, but for the Chevy Trucks, all you need is the one that comes on there. It's just a standard like bicycle valve, Schrader valve, and you should be good to go. So it goes without saying, although I'm gonna have to say it anyways, you know, you're dealing with gasoline, you're dealing with fuel, so you don't wanna disconnect that gauge while it's under pressure, because gas will spew out of here with the truck running. You know, you gotta be careful, put a rag under here to catch the gas when you disconnect the gauge, you know, stuff like that. Shut off the truck before you disconnect the gauge. But there are a couple more fuel leak points I want you to take a look at. Right here, these end caps can leak. That is a very rare leak, but it does happen. I have been known to reseal these with an O-ring, although I don't recommend doing that. More notable spots are right here, under here, there's an O-ring. It can leak. You're gonna wanna swap that one out. Then you have two O-rings under here. They can leak. This is a drive-by cable, so 99 to 03. You're gonna have these ones. Right here, there's an O-ring behind the fuel pressure regulator and it can leak. So you might wanna swap those out while you're at it. And the fuel injectors have O-rings on them. I'll show you a close-up here in a second. But those O-rings have been known to leak under this rail. I'll show you those. Let me grab a set of those. We can take a look at that. But back here, where the lines connect in, they can leak back up in there too. There are little yellow O-rings back behind these connectors when you take them off, and you got to dig them out and get you new ones. Not fun to do. Don't recommend doing that, but if you got to do it, so those can leak too. Although most of the time, none of this stuff leaks, you know. Normally, if it's dry, you're good up here. It's normally just a bad fuel pump. I mean, the trucks are old, but if you got some wet stuff up here and you smell it, it's gasoline. This is what I want you to check out. So here is a fuel rail right here off of one of these trucks. The end caps, like I said, they have a big old O-ring back behind there and they can leak. You know, typically you just get a new one if that's a problem. But here is an injector right here, and I want to show you these have O-rings up top. So anytime you take them out, you're supposed to get new O-rings. We got an O-ring right here. That's where it seals in to here, like that, pressed in there. And then this is where it seals into the intake, so they can leak. If they're gonna leak on you, typically this one up top will leak more so than the bottom one, because that is where all the fuel pressure is being held up top. So it sits up there like that. This is a flex fuel injector, but it goes like that, and then it seals down into the intake right there. And then that's where the fuel pressure is sealed, and they're press fit on there. So that's typically where they leak, right there. So if we look at the 06 right here, I'm trying to show y'all leak spots, because, you know, if you got leaks, you're not gonna have good pressure. The 06 is a returnless design, which means it's just gonna have one line right here, but there is an O-ring under it, and there's also those little O-rings in these connectors too. Sometimes you got to dig them out, swap them out if you can find them. But there isn't an external fuel regulator up here to leak. That's built into the tank, built into the module that's in the tank. Really on a 06, you know, newer than a 03, like a 2004 to 2007, you're gonna see the standard O-rings on the injectors like I showed, and then you're gonna have like one O-ring right here, and then you're gonna have an O-ring right here. And yes, the Schrader valve can leak too. You can swap those out too if those are leaking. But those are all the leak spots you're gonna wanna check, because, you know, solve the leaks, and it should increase your pressure if you have leaks to begin with. There you go. There's how to check your fuel pressure on a 99 to 2007 Chevy
Silverado, Tahoe, Suburban, Avalanche, GMC Sierra, Yukon Denali, any of them. 4.8, 5.3, 6.0. This is how you do it. Get in there, make sure 50 PSI, 55 PSI, should be good to go. Drop me a huge thumbs up down below for more Chevy truck tip videos in the future. Later.